Love is not something you practice. You don't learn love. It happens to you. Because after all, even when God created us, He created us out of love. Did you people know the funny thing that happened? When I was swept down by love, I became a total stranger to my brothers and friends. I was really happy. In fact, this love put me in the position of the richest man on earth. If I was given an opportunity to visit heaven and talk to God physically, and my girlfriend is not going to go with me, I will decline such offer. I am telling you people a true life story about myself.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Neye Baby. So guys, today I have this man here with me. He wants to share his life experience with us. Guys, please, I want you to listen to this story very, very well. If you have any advice, kindly drop it for him on the comment section. Try to advise. We need people's opinion so that he will know what next to do. Okay, so no mention your name. Like I told you before, go straight to the point. Let everybody understand you so they will be able to advise you. I don't know if you're getting me. Just be plain, straight.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I thank you, Nayem, for giving me this opportunity to air out my problem, which I have been keeping for years. But it has gotten to the level that I can no longer keep it again because it's weighing me down, affecting me in so many ways. So I thank you and my audience, people watching. I really appreciate the time that you take to listen to me and watch this. So it starts this way. I was actually this ambitious guy. I have a very good intention. Anything that have to do with generosity is what I live for, I crave for, because I believe whatever goes around comes around, and I believe in treat people the way you want to be treated. So I try to maintain this lifestyle, and it's really showcased in my character. So people likes me everywhere. I'm a very popular person, but it is through my generosity and humbleness that make me a popular person in whatever community that I am. So I have a very good plan for my life, just like everybody does. Like from your childhood, how you will be praying and planning how your future will be, like magic, not until life will change it for you by itself. That is how I also had my own. But the aspect that I was really concerned and affected by that gives me these sleepless nights and nightmares was now my relationship aspect of life. Even though I am not too buoyant in financial side, but I'm okay enough to still have tomorrow's hope of making it and becoming successful to any level. But my relationship is my main concern that is being questioned. It happens that after my secondary school, I left my family and I entered the street trying to change the story of the family as a man, trying to be in a very big support with my father's efforts, even though I wasn't the only one that took this step, because I have other brothers too. They took the same step as I did to try to change the story of the home. And things were going on fine. We were trying. There is no menial job that we don't indulge in. And when we do it, we come out the best. People love us. We became so popular because people use us to do any domestic cause on anything. And we get our money from them. They love us. In fact, sometimes people come with gifts that are more than the service we render to them. Along the line, I came across my first love. And that was how my whole story changed. I never knew love has a very big role to play in a man or human's life, in the sense that whenever I'm watching movies, I look and I watch some love series and some endings, actions about the love, I get pissed off. I get irritated. I look at it like a magic. Is this even possible? What is love? How can this person go and kill himself kill herself because somebody broke her heart or broke his heart. You no get work now. You no get what they think of. That's why you get time for love. I never knew love can never be described in those such way. Love is not something you practice. You don't learn love. It happens to you. Because after all, even when God created us, He created us out of love. It just have different level of how this love come to our life, and depending on who you are in love with. So this is how I got trapped into my own, and my story changed. Did you people know the funny thing that happened? When I was swept down by love, I became a total stranger to my brothers and friends because we had the same mindset before. But now that I'm a victim of love, I started acting strange and I became a laughing stock. Like, even though it wasn't hatred, I become somebody that like, oh, look at him, sweeping down by love and this. You know the stories now when your friends are mocking you because you are in love with a particular girl. So I was really happy, even though I was poor, but I was so happy. In fact, this love put me in the position of the richest man on earth. If I was given an opportunity to visit heaven and talk to God physically, and my girlfriend is not going to go with me, I will decline such offer. I am telling you people a true life story about myself, completely, so that you people will also know how deep I was rooted about this love of a thing. So you can know where to chip in and what to say to me and the best advice to give. I know so many people that are truly in love knows that even love is more than what I am expressing to you people. Mine is just a token or a chip from other people's stories too. I really fell in love with this girl. I was very brilliant and intelligent during my school days. My family are so intelligent that it was like a talent. I met this girl, she was still in junior secondary school and she was just 13 years old. From 13 years old, I couldn't have anything that have to do with extra relationship or trying to touch or having any intention of knocking a girl like of that age. I still believe she has a very bright future, and the love I have for her will not also make me do that. Because of my intelligence, the way I am always dressing, and the way I'm so buoyant in everything and being cheerful, people likes me so much, mostly women. And I noticed something. I noticed whenever a woman gives her body, which seems to be the highest offer she gives to a man, the next thing, this woman felt times two in love with how she loved the man. But it doesn't work for the man. Immediately we achieve this or a goal or opportunity from a woman, the love decreases from our own heart. And because of this, I have practiced it and I know. Because after all, I'm no longer a virgin. And as a man, I can still tell you a little of how I got, this virgin or the flood. It was even a matured woman that did it to me. By then, I was at the age of 16 when she did it with me. And finally, that was how I became, experienced with it. But it doesn't control me, even though I enjoyed it and I like doing it and I enjoy everything that I have to do with it. I was able to control myself and understand the implications and the risk of just giving or making this love out just like that. So I'm being controlled by good manners. So this is how this love controlled me. And I looked myself, I said, this little girl that I fell in love with, that is almost only the reason of my joy in life, shouldn't be somebody I need to attack with knocking. Because I know she will give it to me, but after doing it, it will reduce the way I love her. The value I'm giving her will definitely reduce. I will want to take care and handle her as other girls. So I just have to remove anything that have to do with love making, knocking from our stories. I focused on she will finish her secondary school, she will finish her higher education, we will get married legally, and we will be happy together. My good intentions was really real, and I put it into practice, though it wasn't easy to do. But I will tell you people how I found my own way that I successfully did it within that long period of time. I was lucky I wasn't stable in the area. I was working in a particular area which I don't want to make mention of, and it was a distance from where I stay. So I come home once a while because of the nature of the job. So because we don't see ourselves more often, I was able to control how much time we spent together that would have lead to love making or knocking ourselves. And she too, she was blunt. And as a small girl that she was as well, she doesn't even have idea of something like that. We were just too in love with ourselves, and things were so well. I was really happy. Something strange happened one day that made me look myself like, is this foolishness? Am I doing the right thing? Where I was working, I got an opportunity to leave the country, but it was a job visa that was supposed to be processed for me. And I looked at the situation. I said, if truly I will be leaving, because this person I'm talking about is somebody that I cannot do without. In a day, apart from that, we don't see physically, but in a day, if we are not in communication, out of the 24 hours that were given to us by God, in a day, even though we are not seeing ourselves, we spend nothing less than 15 to 18 hours together through phone conversation. We got used and interacted to ourselves so deeply. So, how am I going to survive traveling out of the country, leaving my own love behind? How do I know? How successful am I going to be in that journey? I might say it is just 1 year and it become 10. I might say it's 10 years and it become a year. I couldn't do this, and that was how I shortlisted myself away from the list of the people that were supposed to be sent out from the country for training, in which I was among the top 10 out of almost 20 people. So I have a very full and rigid hope that yes, definitely I would be given that privilege or that visa, because if I come inside number 10 out of 20, it's a sure assurance that I will leave. I sacrificed this for love. Even the day I discussed it with my girlfriend, she cried and told me to choose the best option for myself. Lo and behold, I said she is my best option, and I choose to stay. And that was how I was even sacked from that job, because I declined deliberately. So after getting sacked from the job, my story from that community have to switch me back to where I live. Since I'm no longer working there, I am not fully back to my area, no longer part-time. So I now have enough time. I secured another job in my area. By then, the girl in question just finished her secondary school. During our secondary school, because we are very intelligent, because we used to organize home teaching job, then after school tutorials for schools, becoming teachers and doing all sorts of hustles like that. So for me to take care of her assignment during while she was in school and do some certain things for her, I was just like a teacher to her, and she really gained enough knowledge from me. Some that I don't know, my brothers interfere and they help. So the relationship was just going on the right side, exactly as we really wanted. But something strange has been going on, which I was just confused about. This girl in question actually came from, she came from a home of 4. Her mother gave birth to 4 girls. The first 2 were from a different father, which is late. Then she came as a number 4 from another different father, which is also late. She was the last born. So 2 girls from a first man, late father, then 2 girls again from a second husband, late father. So the first 2 are the eldest. Why the second one, that is where she come in, is the second husband, which they are the younger ones. So the eldest of them all lived a street away from my street. She was the one who brought this girl down to Lagos to come and stay so she can finish her education right here, because that one has 2 boys already. She's matured and big enough. In fact, the ages of her own 2 sons are almost the same age with her, for you to see the difference in age. So she's like a baby to that one. So just like a mother. To me, I used to think that woman was her mom, until she explained that no, this is how they are, that elder sister and this. So finally, that was the kind of home she came from. So living with this her auntie, she have to be very secretive in our relationship, because 1, she is not aged enough. 2, there is no money in that home. She told me a story that I confirmed about her mother's health in the village. It was really critical, which I was even supporting within the little token I was having then. We confirmed that she was right. So she was doing all her best and almost relying on me alone of how her education is going to be. What will I do? I also did not come. I was struggling too. The only thing I know I'm achieving here is the love that I felt in. So I have to make a decision for her, like, well, now you are done with your secondary school. You will need to get a job, save up money, and I will support. Then you finally go for part-time. She chose this part-time to also sacrifice something for me for the love. Because it is very rare that a lady and a fine girl of such will get a full admission in any university and she will remain the way we were. Either may she don't run leave me, or jam the person will find past me, or jam the person will love and pass me, or jam the person will get money past me. Story must change. We all watch it in movie and we confirmed it in real life. So mine wouldn't be different. So she have to make a vow that she would rather go for part-time, and it's the same Lagos State, which can be a place that I can always visit at any time. This alone gave me more reason to claim that yes, she truly wants me and she is in love. So the idea started after the secondary school. I wrote an application letter for her to employ her and to apply her as a secretary to that same secondary school she attended, since it's not far from where we live. So we consider the transportation to her workplace, which is almost a trekkable distance. So we got the eye there, and she submitted the application, and she was actually given the job, and she started the job. So she left. When she's going to work, she will stop by my own house, greet me, play with me. Very early in the morning like that, she will go to her job. When she's coming back, she does the same thing. Sometimes I'll be standing outside. If she's coming late, I have to just go and stand outside, at least just to look and wave to her. That is where love carried me and this girl really show. So we were really these love birds, more than this Titanic movie that you people are watching. It was really real, and I was happy. But something was missing. Something started, getting wrong with me. I lost my focus. My ambitiousness was it just reduced. This thing became a very big problem in my family, that my brother started disrespecting me. It was because of this love now that I started changing the law of the mission we all have to change the story of the family. Most of the time, I can no longer concentrate on my workplace. All I just want to have is a moment with her. Tomorrow, I don't want to go to work. Excuse, simply because it is that tomorrow she has a chance to come and see me. And I have a headache. They will go and hustle. Me, I will be home. Every moment was derived to this girl, and it affected me financially. That I started begging money from my brothers. Maybe when they collect their own salary, that is when I will now say, please, so can I see 2,000? Can I see 1,000? If they manage to give me this, say 1,000 or 2,000, it will be spent on her. Hey, salary she's collecting, none of them is coming to my own home. She explained that she has been taking care of her mom, and that the rest other ladies that the mother has are nowhere to be doing. So she's almost the one doing this. Truly, I won't lie, she's this person that gives a lot. She has this feeling. So she really loved her mom. She was spending, but something happened. She was spending more than the salary she was collecting from that school, in the sense that I noticed when she bought a big generator. I noticed when she financed her mother to dig a borehole in their home in the village. I also noticed when she gave a contract to a tiler to turn their cemented floors to tiles in the house, like renovation. The money was coming. She wasn't giving to me and I wasn't asking. I never needed it. But she was doing there. All I know was I was the happiest man on earth for loving this girl. At the mention of her name, God has answered my prayer. I no longer have problem in life. If they are sharing private jets for people and you do not give me, you carry toy, give me as a private jet, I will be happier than you that have the original private jet, because I have my love beside me. Love is very sweet, but could be so dangerous. Very, very dangerous. I have to let you people know that I did more than what I'm expressing to you today. But I'm speaking a general language to everyone so you can understand and see how deep love can, change your life, and how much it can also destroy your life. Under the brink of an eye, things started changing. Her level started growing past my own. Since me as a man, I've lost my focus. I'm no longer too triggered with ambition. And she's seeing money and she's a fine girl. She's not getting too fresh than me, financially okay than me. So the attention started reducing a bit. And a particular day came up that she told me how much she used to remove from that school account without the owner knowing. That was the very first question I asked myself. If truly she used to remove this amount from this my school account and the man doesn't know, that means there could be something going on between she and this man that would have privileged her to have access to such amount. And yet, I have never one day seen anybody harassing her on the phone that she stole money from the school. I started getting insecure, like, make you be say one day they will come knock my door, say you are under arrest. Now you this girl, money from this organization they can't give.
Maybe she's giving you the money.
Maybe she's giving me the money.
Meanwhile, you're not seeing anything.
Nothing, not 100 naira. I am still the one. Did you know, Neye, I have to tell you the truth. Did you know that during these whole sessions and lives together, they no born me well, make her eat without this girl. If I manage to buy, there is one particular Indomie that came out that year. That Indomie now is being sold for 250 naira. But when the Indomie came out, it came out 250 naira. People knows this Indomie. 250 naira, Honeywell. It came out in 250 naira. I will go and buy this Indomie, credit, and cook it. When I because I'm a good cook, I know how to cook very well. I will target around after 3, so that when she closes around that after 3, within that 4 o'clock that she will get to my place, the food will be very hot. So I will prepare this food. She loves when I cook. Until she come, I will starve myself. I will keep on growing lean. She will be growing fat, because I'm no longer concentrating on work. My financial aspect have been affected. My brothers are not giving me enough with begging. When they finally manage to give me this begging, it is the same girl I will spend it on. Did you people know one funny thing? Love is very blind, truly, as people used to say, love no get eye. He blind eye. This girl is a very mannerless girl. Yes, I was in love enough, but it doesn't stop me from knowing that, no, when it comes to manner and respect, she carries 0. Very 0. She doesn't even go close. In fact, you pour her on the very first day you meet this my girlfriend. But I believe in one thing. I said I will be able to change this girl. That she will change. That probably na age, or probably she grew up without a father, or her own lifestyle. But since I'm a very disciplined man, I will definitely change this girl to become the nature of wife that I want. This is the only reason that makes my brother and friends accept this girl as my girlfriend. Apart from this reason, they don't want to see her. She's so mannerless. So if they need to help me, because they know the help will be going to her, they won't give me. I started suffering and growing lean. When I still manage to have, truly, everything is on her. Now, I started noticing how she started avoiding me a bit by bit. Somebody that every day of her life, when she's going to work, she will branch. Okada will wait. When she's coming, Okada will wait, she will branch. Become somebody that, I just forgot, I was so tired. Where are you now? Somebody that I'm expecting to come and eat what I've cooked, though, that me, I've been starving and waiting so that we eat it together. That is how Okada will blow her. And the next thing, when I will call, she will not pick. When she will manage to pick, maybe probably that time will now be after 6. Somebody that is supposed to be in my house after maybe 3:30 or 4 o'clock. When she won't manage to pick that call, I'm at home, I will be so mad. I will yell at her, I was just so tired. Excuses started coming. Once a while, she used to do those things to me. Well, I never took it as something that I need to be suspicious of. So I got into this girl to the extent that I just lost myself. Now, I now started having this feeling of, why is this girl giving this issue, this excuse? Well, I didn't even take it like being a suspicious of maybe there is something going on. Or all I was just pained that I used to miss her and she would starve me from almost morning till evening or afternoon that I'm supposed to eat, that I'm waiting for her and I prepare the food, and finally she will not come, she will disappoint me. Well, it started going like that until one day things have started changing. She has started pushing on pressure on me that I should disvirgin her and that she's ready, because as we are talking, like play, we have crossed 7 years in our relationship. Pressure started coming from 7 years of being in this relationship. Make una see how I try reach. I don't touch this girl. 7 years we don't date. And this is how we push. I still didn't do it. And it got to a certain level. I have to be opening up to my father because I'm very close to my father. It was my father that now advised me that, come, this girl, it can be 2 reasons she's pressurizing you for this. 1, either she truly wants you to do it out of love, to still show that you truly love her, that you are not doing it to somebody else and you are not leaving her. Or somebody is pressurizing her, spending on her, and that person need her to do this thing so that after doing it with me, I will open the door for the rest people to be coming in. I was heartbroken by the response my father gave me, because the 2 answers break my heart. Either one, she want to do it because of love, it break my heart because I know if I do them, my love will reduce. Even on the other option of say somebody else, now in they pressurize and where they spend on and we want, it not still they okay. Well, we manage the system until completely 9 years. That was how life told me the game is about to be busted. Something has been going on for long that I knew nothing about. I will not lie, and I apologize for telling you people about this part of my hustle. I am into anything that have to do with internet transactions, if you know what I mean. That is how I got into one foreign transaction in a particular day. One good thing you people should know, my phone doesn't have password. Even as we speak today, I am not used to having password on my phone. I know say make una call me one day, I no get password for phone. I know they use them. I don't know why. I no like them. I no be this secretive person. I no get with I they hide. I don't know if this is if I'm doing the right thing. I also need advice in this aspect. I no get with I they hide. I'm just too blunt and playing with people. As you see me today, that's why I be. So I no get password for phone. For how many years? I know if I have to put password on my phone now because of my children, because of my data, and because of wrong message where they send to chats in WhatsApp and the way they play games on my phone. You understand? And yet I'm not still comfortable as we speak now. There is no password on my phone. Well, this lady has always been coming with different password. When she come to my house 6 times in a day, that 6 times will be 6 different password. But I doesn't have a password on my phone. Every calls I receive in her presence, but when she's receiving calls, either she's reducing the volume or she's going outside or she's using Igbo language, because I'm from Edo State and she's from an Igbo girl. Either she'll be using Igbo language or she will load the volume or she will go outside. But all my own activities plain and direct in her presence. That is much of what I'm doing gave this girl assurance and to conclude that I'm madly in love. But there is something I'm confused about. I am not sure that this was love. I think I was into an enchanted relationship. She charmed me. I will tell you people the reason why I said she charmed me, and you people will understand with me. During all this why, there came a particular time, before this transaction I was about to talk about, there was a particular time I hit one money. And this lady sent me down to the east, that I should go there. There is a particular person she introduced me to, that I should go and do 1 or 2 spiritual work that will favor me in my hustle. I left Lagos State with 420,000 naira in cash, not inside my bank account. I withdrew that money from my Oceanic bank account. I placed that money inside my bag and I traveled home to whatever address she gave me. To my greatest surprise, I got to that place. I met the man. I was supposed to lodge in a hotel because I told you people how people love me. And I'm so blunt with people. I trust too much easy. I got to that place. The man was supposed to lodge me. I declined. I said I will sleep your house because the man's shrine is different from where he lives. He said the next day will take me to the place. We'll start work immediately for what I came for. So I left. I slept in the man's house with the wife and children. You know, people from the east can relate. Now we borrow and yellow gallon. Now they say they go fetch water. Early in the morning, this man has woken up. The children has woken up, and it was during holiday. The wife, all of them are carrying wheelbarrow come and they want to try and fetch water. I collected broom from one of his small sons. I swept the compound by myself, and when they brought those wheelbarrow, I carried my own and I followed them. The man, I melted his heart by this action. Even when we came back after fetching this water, the wife cooked one concoction rice with oil. They were ashamed to serve me that food. And I heard when they were planning on describing a place where they would go and buy food for me, I said, make una bring spoon. In fact, I ate with this family because I wasn't forming. That is my nature. I ate with them. I was, I really convinced this man that I'm his son. So it happened truly. That was how, after everything, the man took me, he put me for Okada. He drove and we left. We went to his shrine. That shrine was actually situated in a place not too far from that his house. But it was a land that he said somebody bought for him as a appreciation for the job he did for the person. So they were building the place. They have already built one part that he used for shrine. They are now building the other part. Workers were in that site. They were working. So when I got there, before we do anything, the man told me how I melted his heart, how he came to know my girlfriend, and how the relationship with her girlfriend is. So the man was actually a family priest to them, chief priest to them. And a confession came. The eldest of these are sister. There is one, the one that followed, after the one that has these 2 sons, the one that followed, if you see that one, she's a carbon copy of this, my girlfriend. The only difference was their height. But sometimes when they are sitting on Okada or in a sitting position, I used to touch that one somehow because the way they resemble, color, height, everything, my body size, only height, not until they stand up. So, and during all this while I'm dating this, my own girlfriend, she used to tell that her own sister everything about me, and that was how that one too started falling in love. To the extent, since this chief priest is like a family chief priest to them, this lady was also sending money to that chief priest to look for a 1 or 2 way to do it so that I will be the one that she's dating. I doesn't know anything about this. So how do I come to know about this? It was when this chief priest asked me that I should tell him the truth, that he has something to ask me. I said, okay, sir, daddy, go on. What is the question? He said, out of this, my girlfriend and that her sister, who I first met in my life, that was the first time I will be hearing anything that have to do with me in that their family. Is there anybody that even know me apart from this girl in their family? That was what I asked this man. The man threw the question back to me that why am I asking him this? I said, oh, yes, I'm asking you this question in the sense that I don't know anybody. It is this my girlfriend alone that I know. And apart from this my girlfriend, that I had that sister and her children. Because their children used to come to my house. Used to come and eat. Sometimes some of my clothes, I would dash them. Some of my laptop that are faulty, I give them, they go and repair. Giving things. I was becoming so rooted with their family. But one thing is missing, this girl keep hiding me away from the relationship. And me, I was ready to broadcast this relationship. Everybody in my family, friends know about this girl. But nobody knows me in their family apart from this small, this elder sister that was interested. And those two boys that used to come to my house. The elder sister doesn't know me. That is supposed to be standing like a mother in Lagos. She doesn't know anything about me. And I was worried. Most of the time when we break up, the only reason we break up is when I tell her I'm getting tired of hiding. That it is time for her to expose this relationship. For how long we have been together, I need to bring it to light. Because I'm preparing now for you as to become my legal wife.